Lately, I've been dreaming a lot about love and relationships. And it's so interesting because it's not exactly what I used to dream about. My name is Linda G. Robert. I'm your Back in the Groove Again coach, helping you live your best life now so you can love what you do. I remember when I was younger, whether I'm in my 20s or 30s, I would dream of having a lot of chemistry with the person that I was with. I would dream of having an instant a chemical reaction or chemical relationship with somebody, an instant attraction to someone. And that's what I thought was love. That's what I thought I needed and wanted at that time. I had that, it didn't last. Now, years later, many, many years later, I'm starting to rethink of what love really means. Because in fact, I do want to have a loving and healthy relationship. So I started thinking about what I want. And I had to pause. I had to pause and really think about it. Because in the past, I also wrote lists of requirements, list of needs, and list of values that I had, which are important, in fact. But when I really get down to it, I do want somebody who respects me, of course. I want somebody who will love me for who I am, will accept all parts of me, the good, the bad, and the ugly, who will inspire me, who will encourage me to continue doing, who will give me that sense of freedom that I so want, that I do have now as a single person. One that might be entertaining, one that might enjoy singing and dancing. So some common interests would be really important as well. And of course, there has to be some chemistry. Yeah, that chemistry piece is still there. I shared in other videos that I'd been married a few times. And when I look at the 3 relationships that I had, the 3 marriages that I had, there wasn't chemistry in that relationship. The second one, we had friendships. We were friends. We had a few things in common as well. But I liked him and he liked me. We got along well, but there wasn't any chemistry. In the last marriage that I had, again, he was a good guy. He was a really good guy. He was very practical and he was good with my kids and he was very smart, financially smart, and he would bring us to different places. So he was entertaining in that way. But we didn't have any chemistry. So you know what? Yeah, chemistry to me is still very important. It's not the most important thing, but needs to be there. I don't care. There's got to be some chemistry there. And no, it doesn't have to be a, oh my God, he's drop dead gorgeous, because let's face it, we are at a certain age where we might not be drop dead gorgeous like we were before. But gorgeous enough for me, right? I want you to think about what it is that you want now. And one thing that I made my mistake in the past was I would always go back to what I wanted in the past. Right? I wanted somebody who was muscular and strong and who had a lot of energy. That was in the past. But to be honest, if I had somebody who had a lot of energy now, I don't think I'd be able to keep up. Yes, I want somebody who's got energy, but not an overabundance of energy, because I don't want to be that busy. So whatever you wanted in the past doesn't mean you want that now. It's almost like you do need to sit down today and think about, reflect on, journal, what would make you happy in a relationship? What is that ideal relationship? Is it someone that's younger? You know, I've talked about that in other videos. Is it somebody that's older? Or does that even matter to you? I don't really care if the person is older or younger. Although I do have some beliefs that sometimes older people are not as energetic as I am. Now that could be a belief that I might have to throw out the door, especially if I did meet somebody who was a few years older and I wouldn't know the age. So, you know, age is perhaps something in the past that we might have used as an anchor, as a point of reference, but maybe it's not that important now. I do have, I have to admit that, and I've shared this on other videos, that there is for me a minimum age. Oh, I've told myself in the past that anybody younger than my kids, I would not look at or wouldn't even be with. But now that seems to be getting a bit older because I'm 64 and I have a 40-year-old. So I think I'd be okay with someone who's 50 there. But, you know, suffice to say that it's not so much the age. It's more about their personality and their interest and their level of energy, whatever that level of energy is. And it's about their part of their belief systems as well, their values as well. And of course, for me to know what their values are and their level of energies are and, you know, their activities are, I would need to engage with them. I would need to see them in person. I would need to talk with them, to do things with them, to ask them questions, to spend time with them, so that at some point I go yes or no. And I've shared that in another video as well, right? When it comes to screening and sorting and testing, right? That was on another video, and I'll flag it on this video. So those things are important too, right? Because in the past, for example, I would jump right into a relationship right away. But now that I'm more open to it and I'm starting to believe that I'm worthy enough, I do want to spend time dating the person, getting to know them. And then who knows, maybe even commit to that relationship at some point. But it starts with the belief. It starts with, I believe I'm worthy of a healthy and loving relationship. That's the first thing we need to work on. So there you have it. Think about what you truly believe and start, in some case, if you need to, start changing those beliefs, start working on those affirmations, start believing in your heart, start feeling in your heart that you are worthy of that loving relationship. And then the rest we can talk about. So if you do want more information on my services, please do go to my website, lindagrobert.com. You can also send me an email at backinthegrooveagain@gmail.com, and I'll send you information in terms of the link to my scheduler and all that stuff. And we can also have a really interesting conversation so you can decide whether we'd be a good fit to work together. All right. Have yourself a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye-bye now.